1, 2, 3, 4. This is the second session. Oh wow, that one peaked pretty hard. So move that away from my face. It's the second session that I am going to be recording myself playing Mass Effect, not really giving a whole lot of active commentary, like not trying to create a new audience or anything crazy. Just trying to role play as my dad, who would be in this sci-fi world. He's Larry Shepard.
Big place.
And I'm gonna edit these videos and share it with him sometime later.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
So where we left off last time, we were talking with the ambassador, and we have a plan to go to the council later to review the overall status of how Saren and the whole Eden Prime situation happened. Here's an Alliance patrol report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Rio cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do you want me to send in a recon team? There's a lot of little bits and pieces of lore just lying around. This particular session is going to be a lot more talk heavy than the previous ones. We're in the ambassador, we have our own, we're in the embassy. We have our own little suite for just humans.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
We're in a different embassy now, where two different races control, or are part of this embassy. Let's talk to Din real quick.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
Who are the Volus?
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
And culture before I start rambling.
Tell me
a little
about
bit.
Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
So the Volus, in a certain way, are like just like that last part says, not the most physically intimidating race of all the different species in the Mass Effect universe, but they know their way around the finances. I think if I were to give an analogy from another piece of media, I would relate them closely to the Ferengi. You don't really know a lot of Ferengi warriors, but they know how to deal with coin, the rules of acquisition, and therefore can either protect themselves with other different trade things and eventually get into higher places of status in society, kind of like Quark with the bar, and control a lot of things with a lot of different moving pieces.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth Clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
Why so cranky?
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
So that's enough with the Volus, Ambassador.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Now we can talk to Elcor, the Elcor Ambassador.
Please
Okay.
greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
So the most noticeable thing with Ambassador Kalen is their speech, so let's talk about that.
Why do
real
you
quick.
explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Ugh.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
So let's
Tell
talk
me more
the
about your
Elcor.
species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
And we've got one more dialogue
What
with
do you do
the
here?
Master Root.
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
So you can tell the little dynamic that's happening here between
Goodbye,
Kalen and
Ambassador.
Din.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
I think they're a really good introduction of the different races that inhabit the Mass Effect world. You find out a lot more as you go through different journal entries and a lot of like Codex, I think is it? Yeah, Codex talks about
50,000
they
years
even have
ago, the
voiced ones
Protheans
too.
were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a
We're not going to listen to all of those. Just wanted to let you
roughly
know that it's
1,200
here.
years ago. The Elcor are a citadel
Here we go.
species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna. They are massive creatures, standing on 4 muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor move slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor's speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and subvocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys.
So the Elcor often fascinated me with the fact that, similar to the difference between dogs and cats, I know if I'm just talking to my dad right now, he knows how expressive dogs can be, but also how subtle and aloof cats can be, in the sense that the same way that cats show expressions and affection are very different from dogs, but once you understand it, then it's cool. And the Elcor, as you can see, go way out of their way. So I've always liked the kind of dynamic of, before someone talks, they declare why they're talking or how they're talking, because it gets things on the same page very well. So if that Elcor said smugly, "Welcome, human," like, you can tell, like, oh, he must be into something. But if it's like modestly, "Welcome, human," it's like, oh, okay, he's a little more reserved, and you can get that. The other one was the Volus.
Are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
Not going to spend too much time here, but you can tell the way that they were breathing through their mask and what Din was saying. Essentially, they're like the very economically inclined race. I don't know if this guy has
Hello
anything he
there,
can say.
human.
Oh,
Sincere
apology.
apology,
Yep.
but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
So we might not talk about the consort a whole lot during this session, but Asari is a different race that we're going to interact with pretty soon. I think Avina stopped this.
Presidium, allow me to be your guide.
Oh no, I have to actually engage with that.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
That's definitely a daddy response. You better know who I am. You know who I am. That is Larry Shepard to a T. You're gonna make your mark on this galaxy one way or another, Daddy.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
Pretty short, quick
You
responses.
seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
So what's funny here is like this is a pretty neat parallel with even modern day 2025 humanity kind of thing. Is not a whole lot for a human embassy receptionist to or you know an actual
I should be
being
going
here.
now.
Have a pleasant day.
When you can get replaced by a robot that's always online, that's right there. But sometimes you still need a human touch. And I think they might come important later for a side quest. But before we move forward on the main quest, which is over there, we're going to check out the other embassy areas. There's a couple of people over.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Oh, there's an Elcor.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Don't worry about these guys right now. Just got a little bit of data here. I've played this game multiple times. I don't tend to dwell on all of the different codec information and such, but for the sake of this one here, I'll try to remember some of the important ones.
The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she wouldn't. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
What do you want? Oh, Commander.
Ooh.
Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
Oh, it looks like we are going to.
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Ooh, very busy. There's clearly a little talk option there for you.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
Why not? Oh, no, wait. Daddy doesn't drink. Let's say no.
Goodbye.
Thanks.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Looks like we're going to have a dry run then. Oh, there's another one of those guys. Talk about them later. Is there someone else we can talk to?
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
There's plenty of humans. Ah, Executor Palin. So there's something else over here. Here we go. I'm not gonna save over every single one. Oh wait, isn't this like a meme response? I forgot. Because it's giving the evil message kind of thing. It didn't get any renegade points. What was that? Is that a new journal? Yeah. There's that thing, and then there's this thing. Those are side little things that, no need to get super in-depth into it right now. But we can talk to Executive.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind. Forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
Let's do all the official things first before we say attitude towards
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Ooh,
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
So CSEC stands for, very simply, Citadel Security.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
So I'm not going to choose the that's a bit naive option, but it's pretty clear that Spectres, if I were to use another piece of media to try to always relate to other things, are kind of like 007, 00 agents in that context, where they kind of have their own rules and they can be disavowed and like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but they also work very closely to that part of the special agent security secrecy branch kind of thing.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
And then there's another, like, negative response that can go down. It's more of a brash undertone.
Goodbye.
But the main thing is that they are one of the main Council races. They are, oh, here it is, yeah. The Turians. So we've met a couple of Asari so far.
Roughly 12.
That's one of the Turians, and if you remember correctly, Saren, the evil bad guy, Turian, is, what's she doing? The way that she moved looked kind of silly. So Neva is more of an AI.
Welcome to the Presidium.
Or I'm sorry, a VI.
And I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
So there's a lot of specific things that we basically already know now that we've talked and I've rambled for a bit.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
But if there was a big takeaway here, that's a virtual intelligence. That's not the same as an artificial intelligence. Or to put it another way, for modern day, now that AI gets thrown into all these sorts of things, VI is meant to be built towards very specific, like, activity, what it does or does not say, and it'll say, okay, that's outside of my function. Sorry, I can't add anything else further. Whereas an AI will like go deeper and like fight for its own survival and kind of bend some of the rules of, robotics and those sorts of things. I might be generalizing or missing certain points and things, but in this sci-fi universe, VI is accepted and it's okay to have one or a couple of virtual intelligences around compared to actual AI, artificial intelligence. It's a lot more like, ugh, no one wants to deal with that, because then you get something like the Geth. We'll talk about the Geth very soon, or soon is relative given the scope of this game. There's not a whole lot of things to talk to as you're kind of walking around, just kind of soaking it all in. Citadel is basically a giant man-made or person-made platform where, like, there's all these different beings that come together and different ways that the council themselves try to, or it's like a organized galactic government that only has jurisdictions within certain parts of the galaxy.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You recognize me. But that's, again, the role-playing of my dad.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
So, we got some personal questions.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Interesting. I can say I don't buy it, because that's like the righteous answer.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope he will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
I love how direct that part is, because we all know certain people are above the law, so to speak, given how much money they have, how much influence
What's it
they
like
have.
living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
Tell me about the Presidium.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
So
I
there
should
seems
go.
to be
Goodbye, Commander.
a little bit of a, I don't want to say class warfare, but definitely a gap between this is like the prim and proper kind of area. Oh, we get to meet our first Hanar.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
So before we see what goods they have for
What
sale.
exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Who are you?
Oh, I already gave
Please
that.
take time to examine the fine goods it has for
Why do you
purchase.
refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates.
I think it's
And
called
we
soul
rarely do
names.
so with other species. It is just our way.
I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
So here's some more video gamey kind of things. I don't think I'm going to get into a whole lot of these. Actually, I will buy that. And it kicks you out.
Commander, it is good to see you again.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased.
And I don't even have enough money for most of these, which is fine. Krogan and Quarian, we're gonna get into those a little later. But yeah, the Hanar are an interesting species. Similar to the Volus, they don't really have a whole lot of physical intimidation, but they're definitely kind of people that, like, their method of speech is it's a little unique, and you'll never really forget some of the Hanar specific conversations that you'll have. I think we're coming up towards the consort area.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
So they're talking about the Keepers, which are these little machine alien looking doodad things. Not gonna talk about them either. Okay, so this is the consort area.
Welcome, I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
3 or 4 months. Dang, that must be some pretty interesting
What is the
consort
consort?
stuff.
What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
What do you do here, Nolina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent.
Oh, really?
I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Are you serious?
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nolina,
Yes, Shaira?
send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Oh, okay.
Yes, of course, mistress.
Interesting. I thought that conversation was done, but ooh.
Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Maybe later. Maybe, no, you're on my time now. Does she know who I am?
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
So the Asari's biology is obviously one of the more noticeable features. I think the easiest other cross-media thing to relate to would be the Twilights from Star Wars. You know, the mainly blue-haired people, different colored
I
and
see even the
things.
humans find the consort irresistible.
But like very force-sensitive kind of thing. Oh, here's a Volus talking to one of the acolytes.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
It's just a lot of other different things that
You're
they
with the
can
Alliance?
provide.
My brother's a private back on Earth.
So I'm gonna save the game here because I forget if there's some other like checks or if I'm here too early kind of thing. But because they're very like force sensitive, so to
That
speak.
is close
there's-
enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
I could say what went wrong because that's very like inquisitive and private and such, but no, yeah.
What happened
ask
between
questions.
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
See how the game kind of locks you out and keeps you role-playing, keeps you honest. Not every character's just going to tell you their whole life story and all the stuff right away.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
A little close.
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Oh, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable. Many are a little unsure what to expect their first time.
Don't get me wrong. I've only heard good things about the console.
So yeah, this is one of the plot points that comes up here and there. because there's different kinds of moving pieces across the Krogan. Yeah, let's go talk about the statue over here. Because if there was one main reason why I would play this game, or why I would do this specifically for my dad, is because the Krogan are like the closest to like the warrior race, the Klingons, that my dad idolizes so
Welcome
much.
to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
So let's actually talk about this.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
So there's a negative response here that doesn't really hold weight because you're talking to a VI. It's not akin to talking to someone with a different political point of view, but that other someone is just ChatGPT. Like, they don't really care one way or another. So it's kind of pointless to say that thing to a VI in this way. What are the
Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Because the Krogan don't play.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
See, that's exactly the response. If I gave that negative one earlier, then it would say something like that, because it's a VI. An AI would be like, huh, it's interesting you would say that way, and I actually believe in this. Like,
tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
so that's a general understanding of the importance of the Krogan in this world. We'll go into more detail later. Suffice it to say, Krogan don't play. My go-to comparison, because Lorenzo likes to always compare things with other things, is a different sci-fi experience called StarCraft, where the Rachni were essentially the Zerg. They could go anywhere, but they had like a very specific hive mind that made them very different to interact with. So the Krogan came in and were like, "Yo, we're gonna hold you down." And then when things evened out, they were like, "No one else can stop us. Why? We're gonna keep going." Made for a very interesting experience. Let's go to the wards. I want to call it the seedy underbelly of the Citadel, but in this version of the game, the first Mass Effect, we're about to experience our infamous. Oh, we gotta go talk to the. Okay, yeah, I knew I was skipping a step. Okay, I know I jumped around a couple of different things because I love talking about like the Krogan and how cool they are in the. So Citadel Tower is this way. You can normally like walk over to the elevator. I think I actually walked close to the elevator last time. I didn't.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
What is it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Yeah, the keepers are very interesting element to the Mass Effect world. Elevator conversation?
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
So you see the bottom right that says press the skip. This is actually a really interesting piece of history here. This elevator ride that we just took masked a loading screen because of the restrictions of the hardware of the original Xbox 360 that this ran on. But I'm playing this on the Xbox Series X, which is 2 generations above the Xbox 360. That means that the power of how it can compute and load and upload and download all the information is like 8 times faster than what we could back in 2007. Meaning that a loading screen from way back then, which would probably still take as long as me rambling right now, you would probably still be in that elevator ride. You could just skip it altogether with this current technology, with the way that everything has been optimized for this
Saren's
version.
hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Ooh, that's Executive Palin. We met him earlier. Ooh, Garrus, though.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vakarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Remember
You don't wanna
Garrus,
keep the
he's
council
going to
waiting.
be important. Not going to talk too much about him yet, but him showing up now is actually really cool. So now we are in the council area. I think they just start a conversation as we get closer to it.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
Diplomats talking out in the world just without a filter sometimes. This is the kind of video gamey thing that I would cut out, given again the attention span in general.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander? Commander?
I think that's another side quest thing. this is still really early in the game, and a lot of what you can or can't do hasn't opened up yet because of the next story things that are about to happen now.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
How'd you get involved? Or was you, not me, pointing the
mission
blame?
to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Ooh, human, ooh. Oh, so many different options.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres. He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
I'll find proof is like the response I would do. We're gonna do that one.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
What's the point is like definitely the more dismissive
You've made
one.
your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Ambassadors taking a little personal.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Instead of how you know Saren, I'll say the Council.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Plus, Keith David is a little expensive on the payroll.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
Ooh.
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barlavan's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
And I don't have that many credits. So from here you can basically repeat all the things that we just talked about.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
You mentioned something about the Shadow Broker.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way. Innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
So would I.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
So one more thing, and then we don't need to talk about Harkin.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation. But with him gone, things are still up in the air.
One thing that this game doesn't do, I think they do in the extended universe, but Spectres aren't just military operatives to a certain extent. You could be providing a very strong impression as like part of the economy or part of technology. You could be more on that side of the Spectres when it comes to the additional authorizations that the Council provides in those fields.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
That's why it was such a huge deal in Eden Prime with Nihilus being a more open, like, hey, I'm here to Larry Shepard on his possibility of being recommended to the Spectres, but also for Saren to show up and be like, "Yo, what are you doing here? Because if you're here and I'm here,
I should
then
go.
something big
Good luck,
should be
Shepard.
happening."
I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Bye, Keith David. I mean, Commander Anderson. So now I think we have a couple options
No,
to talk to him.
I just want to ask a couple of questions. Commander?
Still, not yet, not yet. Maybe that's part of the DLC, I forget.
That guy's up to something.
What guy?
Ooh.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, you better run.
Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the...
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so
Ashley's
sure I should be
on one.
talking to you about this.
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
So, this is an interesting thing because I think the Keepers are worth investigating to some extent, but it's also down the path that I'm not trying to do. But I don't think it's as big of a deal, so let me say...
I can help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
They're also a Citadel race. Solarians. So I think if I hit scan, you'll get... Yeah, I forget if you get Renegade points at the end of all the different scans of the Keepers. But let's go to the wards. Go specifically to Cora's Den, the little pub drink area. The Gentleman's Club. Took us straight here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Battle. In the... Yo.
Those were Saren's men.
Perimeter clear.
I thought we were in the Citadel. I thought we were safe. Oh, but this is the kind of scene then.
I got business here, but not with you.
This,
I see why this place is so popular. It's got quite the, view.
Hey,
this is gonna turn into a...
Put your tongue back in your mouth before you trip on it.
Sorry, I'll get to you when I can.
This is about to be a very,
Not now. I'm watching the show.
adult-only stream now.
Commander! What do you want?
I'm here on Shaira's behalf. Your lies are hurting her.
Good!
Consort.
The lies have been killing me for days. I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
So if you feel that way, then why spread lies about her?
Because she rejected me! Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet!
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
See, this is where I needed a little bit more towards the charm side to try
You need to start acting like a general if you want to beat this.
I spent all my life acting like a general, and what did it get me? Huh? No, those days are over. I'll just be what I am. A tired, lonely, worn-out soldier.
I don't buy it.
Do you really want to be remembered this way?
No, I'd rather not be remembered at all. But I see your point. So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
I don't think it could hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Sha'ira's worth the effort. Even if she won't have me back.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right. I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
Sure.
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there who believes Sha'ira gave up his secrets.
Why does he think that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this data pad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Sha'ira and convince the Elcor.
I already know.
Who am I taking it to? Where is it?
His name is Zaltan. He's an Elcor diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Sha'ira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
General Shepard. Huh.
Hard to imagine a general like that getting so upset about a woman.
That's because you don't understand women, Kate.
But, if my, like, positive dialogue kind of thing had, yeah, was it charm? If I had this higher, I would have had other, options to be able to,
Back off, Rex. Fisk told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here.
There he is.
Fisk's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Rex. End of story. This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
There he is. Probably the best character in the whole series, or maybe second or third best, but definitely one of my favorites. That was Rex. We'll run into Rex very soon. But Harkin, that's the guy who will talk with us a little more about where Garrus is. And then the Krogan bouncer over here.
The back rooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
What did that other Krogan want? Rex?
Personal matter.
Not real chatty, is he?
That's a bouncer, and then the Krogan don't mess around. They'd rather punch you or headbutt you instead of talking.
Goodbye.
Enjoy the club.
And obviously, this isn't this is still a video game, but this isn't one of those situations where you just open fire and have situations like dynamically happen. A lot of other games went further down that route, but not back
Alliance
in 2007.
military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel Security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The hero's fall. Classic tragedy.
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might as well spread them around.
That's definitely one analogy.
You're a pig.
Just noticed that now, did you?
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
Alright, that's
I'm
last
outta
of
here.
him.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Maybe I won't get attacked again when I leave this place.
Tell us he used to be a Spectre.
Maybe it's not true. Harkin's an ass. Bet he's just messing with her.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe it. Okay. I'm going to save a couple more times. We're going to try to get through some of the initial parts of this, and then I'll probably end the session from here. I think I've been streaming for a little over an hour, and I meant to have these sessions only last about an hour. Plus it is a Sunday night, and could use some decent sleep before going to bed. Can't figure it out. Sorry, I was getting a couple of actual chats. I'm looking at my phone. I'm not really paying attention to my phone during these Mass Effect
Hello there.
streams.
Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
I don't have enough money for basically anything here. Oh, but those are actually pretty helpful. Glad I have enough money for those. So the wards are definitely a bit more cramped. I wouldn't call it like the seedy underbelly. It's just a different kind of... Oh, this guy.
It's you.
That guy, I kind of want to ignore that guy. For reasons that I know because I played the game, but yeah, let me keep walking around.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades. Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
More stuff that costs a lot of money that I don't have. But I can buy this little license and then it helps us.
I don't sell this mod.
I forget if there's some other side thing that happens before you go to the doctor area. Doctor area isn't here. Oh.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard.
I remember her as well. Oh, I'll do another sweep of things later. Yeah, let's just do that next one, and then we'll see if because a lot of these little side things just kind of build the connection you have with this world. It's not super hyper important that we experience all of the little things here, but just know that as much as I keep saying to myself during the streams that I'm going to edit a lot of this out.
I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you? Let her go.
Ooh.
Contact!
Proper. Already 2 gunfights.
Think we got him, Commander.
Alright, weapons down. Oh, I could have shot that, that fire extinguisher did an explosion.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
Garrus. Okay, Garrus. I see you, Garrus.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
Ooh, Quarian.
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Then what?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
Ooh.
She must have something that proves he's a traitor. Did the Quarian mention anything about Saren? Or the Geth?
She did. The information she was going to trade. She said it had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
Garrus, okay. I see you, Garrus.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Oh, Garrus is righteous. I see you, Garrus. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
Oh, we could use Rex. Rex looks like a big hunk of muscle.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the C-Sec Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Move out.
Alright, so now we're getting somewhere. What's funny is that this little select screen kind of spoils a little bit of what's going to happen anyways. So what we have here are the different party members that can join you. You can only have 2 at a time. And there's 3 more shadows here that might turn
I never
real
properly thanked
soon.
you for saving me from Fist's thugs, Commander. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, was there anything you needed?
Let me take a look at what you have for...
Of course.
I think she sells... No, she doesn't. Oh,
Yes,
that one
Commander,
was only
is
like
it?
70.
Let me take...
Of course.
Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Alright. So I wonder if this can take us to C-Sec Academy. No. It's not in the Presidiums either. I think I have to walk there. Yeah. Yeah. I have to actually walk there. Okay. That's fine, though. It's part of the of everything that's going on in the game. So, C-Sec Academy is just downstairs. Okay. So, that's where I'll cut it off. We'll have this really neat conversation.
I got a tour.
One of 500 to see the Ascension from the inside out.
Really?
Took almost 6 hours and we only saw 1/10 of the ship. I even got to meet the commander.
Matriarch Ladanya. You met her?
Well, she addressed everyone on the tour, but I got pretty close to her.
Huh, just look at that ship. You'd have to be stupid to mess with that.
Very true. She's got almost as much firepower as the rest of the Asari fleet combined.
Hopefully she'll never need to use it.
That's the ship that they were talking about when we first landed on the Citadel. I don't know if Officer Lang is important to this part here.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I was on Mindwar during the Blitz. Saw you on the vids when you got your medal. You saved the whole colony.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Yeah, this is just another way to kind of put us back on the track if you got a little too lost or too unsure. And of course another human who can talk about a lot of these things.
I have to go. Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Just helping build that sort of video game relationship. So upcoming after this elevator trip is going to be one of my favorite pieces of dialogue. It's not just what he says, but how he delivers it.
With the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Yeah, even these little like side conversations were meant to fill the space to load. Obviously the elevator can load much faster in the modern video game technology than back in 2017. There's all these, there's a Solarian, there's another Turian Solarians, some humans, some more humans, but Rex had a bit, oh yeah, that's how you know. Krogans just take up this very different, like, oh, yo, watch that Krogan over there, and yeah, I'll be quiet for this one as much as I can. Just the delivery of what he says, how he says it.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Do I know you, human?
My name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard. Commander Shepard. I've heard a lot about you. We're both warriors, Shepard. Out of respect, I'll give you fair warning. I'm going to kill Fist.
Fist knows you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all work together.
My people have a saying. Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
Yo, let's go.
Glad to have you on the team, Rex.
Let's go. I hate to keep Fist waiting.
The way his neck was rolling like he's ready to go. Alright, so as much as, you know, humans are the best, humans, woo, yeah, humans, we're adding the alien crew here. We're adding our Turian and our Krogan to the squad. Ooh, look at these shoulders. Squat. Okay. I'll calm down in a bit. But from here, there's like a couple other dialogue things you can talk about since you're in CSEC Academy, like the people that are like
okay, Julie.
still
Let me get this straight. Your business Shorman. He's threatened you?
Well, no, not exactly. But he wants to meet with me. I think he's going to kill me.
And why do
Shorban was the guy that we were scanning the keepers for.
I can't really get into the details. But Shorban will kill me if I leave here unprotected.
I can't help you. Not unless you give me something more to go on.
I can't. I'm sorry.
I think that has to do with the keepers and a couple other things. I think this just gives you a little codec entry. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, another keeper. Alright, I dawdle a little too much here. I did genuinely want to end the stream with that really good, I'd like to see you try. Oh, Rex is so cool. Rex is definitely one of my favorite characters in the entire series. But I think this is going to wrap up the second session. We're almost done with this journey in the Citadel. There's a couple other things we can do before the next major thing happens, so I'll probably finish that on the next session. Probably a couple other side quests I want to talk about, like with Jalid, given that, you know, we're scanning these keepers for getting just a little bit of money. Is Jalid gonna help us out? Is there something else going on? There's a couple other side quest things that I ignored on the way over here. What's going on? All I know is that we got Rex here.
Every time I visit the Citadel, C-Sec brings me here for a friendly chat.
I wonder why big ass Krogan ready to knock some heads. Anyways, that's the end of this stream. Again, I do this sort of thing. I'm doing these Mass Effect ones for my dad, so sorry for not engaging actively in the chat. Not really my intention to be a Mass Effect streamer. No, I'm just doing a gameplay thing for a bigger project. But thanks for watching. If you were enjoying your time here, see you next time. Otherwise, yeah.